So, I was just minding my business in front of the Pokemon gym, and then suddenly the legend Joey himself decided to call me, so I decided, you know what, let's start off the episode by talking to Joey. How's it going, Joey? Zachary, howdy. It's Joey, how are you? Hey, you know my super cool Rattata? My Rattata's different from regular Rattata. It's like my Rattata's a top percentage. He said the thing! Oh, he actually said it! Top percentage Rattata, baby, he said it. You know what I'm saying? He said the joke, he said the funny thing. Oh my god, I can't believe we actually got him to say it on camera. The famous catchphrase. Hey everybody, Gmod here, and welcome back to some more Pokemon Soulsilver version. In the last episode, we explored around Violet City, and we also went over to the Sprout Tower and battled our way to the top. And after fighting everybody in the Sprout Tower, with our newfound friend Pokemon Ghastly over here, we got some tons of training in, and I forgot to go to the Pokemon Center apparently, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. But basically, now we're all done exploring the town, and we've gone ahead and explored Sprout Tower. There's only one thing left for us to do, and that is to go over to Violet City Pokemon Gym and go take that on, because it's the only thing left in town, and we're on the gym challenge, so you know we gotta go take on the first gym. Gotta start somewhere, right? Okay, and I have returned. All my Pokemon are all healed up and raring to go. So without further ado, it is time to go on and take on our first ever Pokemon gym. Let's get this done. And as you can see, the entranceway is actually clear now. You there, sir. What do you have to say for yourself blocking my way last time? Yo, champ of the making. I'm no trainer, but I can give some advice. Believe me, if you believe, then a championship dream can come true. I was hoping he'd rhyme, but oh well. You believe? Then listen. The grass type is weak against the flying type. Keep this in mind. It's probably a good idea now to talk about this since you just mentioned it. This here, our first gym, is a flying type gym, and flying type Pokemon are very, very strong against grass type Pokemon. So if you pick Chikorita and you haven't been catching other Pokemon, Chikorita is going to have a hard time here. It's weak to flying, and that's going to be a pretty nasty thing to deal with. And this is the first of many gyms where Chikorita is actually weak to. So when I said that Chikorita is going to be kind of the hard mode of the game, I wasn't lying. However, if you are having trouble with this gym and you want to have yourself a better chance of winning, trading that Onix over, getting that Onix from that trade over there by catching a Bellsprout is actually a very handy idea because Onix has massive defense and it's also resistant to flying as it's a rock type, which can be very handy. I can't believe how ridiculous high this is. But from up here you can tell what it feels like to be a bird Pokemon. Let's see if you're good enough to face Faulkner. Alright, let's do it. So yeah, if you're having trouble with this gym because you picked Chikorita, don't be afraid to go ahead and use a Rock-type Pokemon. If you want to catch a Geodude, it learns Rock Throw pretty early, and also same goes for Onix. So if you're having trouble, feel free to go catch yourself a Rock-type Pokemon. It'll make your life a lot easier in here. That being said, let's get this started. Now, a lot of the Pokemon here, unfortunately, are not going to be able to be touched by Ghastly because a lot of the flying types are going to be normal flying because normal flying is pretty much the common flying type. Because believe it or not, it wasn't until, let me think. Yeah, it wasn't until Generation 5, Black and White, until there was actually a pure flying-type Pokemon. Until then, pretty much all the basic bird Pokemon were all normal flying, not just flying, which is a little weird, but it is what it is. So, yeah, Ghastly cannot use Lick, because, you know, normal types are mean to Ghost-type moves, and Ghost-type Pokemon are mean to normal moves, or works both ways. So Totodile is going to be doing pretty much all the work here. So why did I have Ghastly in the front of my team? I don't really know, but whatever. Freaking Fury attack, hit you 3 times. Let's see, how much are we gonna do? Can we knock it out? We are not going to knock it out. We're gonna come very close though. As it goes for a growl. Alright. So that's a little bit annoying about Fury Attack, multi-hitting moves in these early games. They take forever to finish up. That's one thing I really appreciate about the future games. They made it way faster. But, you know, that's just because I'm impatient. It's not like a problem or anything. And hey, Ghastly's level 12. That's definitely not a problem. And it wants to learn, it wants to learn Curse. That could actually be kind of useful here. Curse is a very interesting move. As you can see, it's a question mark type move. It is the only move in the entire game that's like this. And basically what that means is that it works differently depending on the Pokemon that's using it. If you're using a Ghost-type Pokemon when using it, it will make it so that you will place a curse on the opposing enemy, which costs half your HP to cast. However, if you land it, the opposing Pokemon will take damage every turn. And the damage they take is quite heavy. I think it's like 1/8 of their HP every turn, which is a pretty hefty chunk every turn. So it can be pretty interesting. If you're not a Ghost-type Pokemon though and you're trying to use Curse, what happens instead is that it will actually work as a stat boosting move, where it will raise your attack and defense but lower your speed by 1. So it's a very interesting move. And I don't think I'm ever gonna be really use Spite, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this. Despite the fact it could be useful. I'm sorry. And there we go, we got Curse. Could be useful, so I'm gonna keep it. And also, Toto hits level 13. Awesome, alright. And wants to learn, Bite, not bad. Alright, Bite over here. Bite is a dark type move of all things. Believe it or not, in the original game, this thing actually used to be a normal type move, but they changed it to dark type because, I guess, nasty people bite thing, so I don't know. So I'm gonna be getting rid of Leer for it. Actually, honestly, if I'm gonna be realistic, I'm probably not gonna be using Rage that much, and Leer does actually have some uses since, you know, I have Bite and Scratch, so you know what, I'm gonna get rid of Rage. We only had you for a short time, Rage, but I'll never forget you. And your outrageous damage. I'm gonna stop making move puns now. There you go. This can't be true! We have won. So there we go, first trainer defeated. And something that's kind of funny about this gym, if you look at the wood floor here, it kind of looks like a $sign. However, if you were actually playing the original games, these white tiles over here, which you can use to like skip right to the gym leader, which aren't in the original games, it actually looked exactly like a $sign in the original games. I'll put a picture on screen, but it's kind of funny how it looked out. It's like, like, are we in a flying type gym or a money type gym? Are we in a bank? I don't know. I wonder if they planned for that or just kind of was like a coincidence type of thing. That being said, next gym. Or not the next gym. That'd be fast. No, next trainer. Oh, are you some kind of big shot? We'll see. Wow, it's gonna get pushed around up here. Think of stagger and fall. That is a threat on my life. I should call the police. Hello? Leave here training right night and day to become bird masters. Bring it on. I think he just gave me a life or death threat, and I'm not here for it. What the heck? Birdkeeper rude. He really is rude, or I guess Rod, not rude. And he's got a level 7 Pidgey. We've taken on stronger things than you, so I'm just gonna go for the water gun. Now, something that's kind of interesting now we can actually talk about since I have the move Bite is that there's something called flinching in Pokemon. It's kind of an exclusive thing to certain moves, and flinching basically makes it so that if you get a flinch, it will make it so that your opponent cannot attack that turn. They can basically get stuck for a turn. And Bite has a chance of doing this. It can cause people to flinch. However, it's not a super common chance of happening. I think it's like a 20 or 10% chance, so don't bank on it all the time. Alright, next Pidgey coming up. Here we go. And Water Gun should do the job just nicely. And I guess while we're going for this last trainer over here, I should probably mention something. As of recently, my microphone has been kind of weird, and sometimes I'll just randomly bleep out. Like, I'll just randomly, like, just basically go to sleep, I guess. It's really weird. Like, the audio just randomly cuts out. And, hey, I missed. That's not fun, but as I was going to say, I apologize deeply for this. I don't really know exactly why my microphone just suddenly started doing this recently. I don't really get it. And the problem is that finding, like, I could probably order a new microphone, but I would take some time. So for the time being, unless it gets, like, really bad, I'm just going to put up with it. But I apologize in advance if anything, like, happens to get bleeped out or whatnot. It's not my editing, I promise. It's literally just the microphone. I don't know what's going on with it. It's very odd, and I don't really have another microphone to work with. So we're making do with what we got at the current moment. But ideally, if it really gets bad, or if, like, I get the chance, I'll buy a new microphone just to make sure it doesn't happen, because I don't want it to happen, of course. It's a little annoying, but oh well. That mouthful aside, though, we've made it to the end of the first gym. It's a very short gym, the shortest gym of them all, and I'm gonna go ahead and heal up because it's a gym leader, and gym leaders are apparently some super tough trainers, so I want to go heal up, so I'll be right back. Alright, and I have returned once again. So yeah, sorry about rambling about my microphone, I just wanted to clarify that. It's not really, it's quote-unquote not me, but I don't really know how to solve it. I've tried replugging my microphone in, like, I tried, like, resetting all the equipment, so hopefully I fixed it from last episode, but yeah, just a quick little heads up about that. However, one final thing I want to mention before we go actually talk to the gym leader here is that all the trainers in this gym will no longer be able to be battled once you have defeated the gym leader, which is why I went ahead and battled them, because you want the XP points, because it's a once-in-a-lifetime chance to get these XP. Once you fight the gym leader, you can no longer get them, so make sure you do that before you take on the gym leader if you want it. And normally I would highly recommend you save your game before fighting an important battle like this. However, since I'm going to be doing this, you know, live, and also, you know, I don't want to save because we're recording, we're not going to bother. That being said, Faulkner, I've heard a lot about you. I'm Faulkner, the Violet City Pokemon Gym Leader. People say they can clip flying-type Pokemon wings with a jolt of electricity. I won't allow such insults to bird Pokemon. I'll show the real power of the magnificent bird Pokemon. Apparently he doesn't even know what gym leader he is because it's not bird Pokemon, it's flying Pokemon. Bad joke aside, it's time for Faulkner, baby. Our first ever gym leader. Let's get this started. He opens up with Pidgey, level 9, with the following movesets. And I want to clarify something before we get into this. I do not look at the movesets of the Pokemon I am fighting when it comes to important battles beforehand, because I want to be surprised. I'll put it on screen what moves they have, but I don't look at it beforehand, because I'd like to be surprised by them. That being said, though, this water gun should do a good amount of damage. It's our best attacking move, so we're going to go for it. As it does, I get a critical hit and instantly knock it out. Alright, well, that Pidgey existed for 2 seconds. Wow, good job, Totodile. Keep this up. And the next up, he's going to be bringing up Pidgeotto. And there's something I kind of want to test out here. I'm going to present Ghastly here, and I'm going to try and curse it. I don't know if curse actually works on normal type Pokemon. I've never tried this out before. So I'm very curious. That being said, his ace Pokemon, his strongest, is Pidgeotto, level 13. The Whip is finally with us. With the following moveset, this thing is way stronger than his Pidgey, and I know for a fact that its main thing it's going to be like trying to use against you is that it has a move called Roost, which heals half his HP every time he uses it. However, whenever he does use Roost, he will actually lose his flying type. So if you somehow have a fighting type move, even though I'm pretty sure it's impossible at this point, realistically impossible, it would be super effective against him since he would only be a normal type after Roosting, but we don't have that. So I'm going to go ahead for a Curse. It doesn't work. It actually works? Really? Wow, okay, so Curse works on normal types. That's actually really good to know, because what this means is that every single turn, he's going to be taking a lot of chip damage from the Curse. Look at this. Look at that. Not bad at all, is it? And then after, as well, I'm going to go for Hypnosis, and unfortunately we missed. If I hit that, we could have put it to sleep and had Curse going at the same time, which would have been a ton of damage. But oh well. Ghastly, you already did more than I expected you to. Good job, buddy. As you can see, even though Ghastly fell, the Curse is still affecting him. The Curse is going to be here for the entirety of the rest of the battle. So yeah, Curse does a ton of damage, as you can see. So very good I went for that. We could still fly. So yeah, good to know. I actually didn't know that. You can actually Curse a normal type. That's awesome. I'm very happy we learned that move then. Gonna go for another Gust. This might do some damage. I only did 7. Okay, I think we had this in the bag. Ghastly kind of sealed the deal here. Actually, is Curse gonna knock it out? Maybe Curse will knock it out right here. Let's see. It almost does. Leaves him with a sliver of HP. Holy crap. Ghastly, you did amazing. You did an amazing job for being a gym. I thought you'd be useless then. Wow. And he goes for the Roost, which this is that healing move I mentioned. He heals half his HP every time he uses it. So, unfortunately, he's just going to start spamming this thing. But thankfully, thanks to Curse, we're going to be just fine. Because we're going to be doing more damage than he can pretty much heal off, like this. And yeah, look at that. He pretty much went all the way back down already. And he gives up and goes for Tackle. Alright, sweet. And we've won. Look at that! Curse working on our normal type has won us the battle. Who would have guessed? Nice work, Ghastly. And Total Altitude. We all did a good job. We hit level 14 for our trouble as well. Awesome. No new move, but you know, we just got Bite. Understandable. And there we go, we've won. I understand. I'll bow out gracefully. For pity's sake, my dad's cherished bird Pokemon. But a defeat is a defeat. Alright. Take this official Pokemon League badge. This one is the Zephyr badge. And with this, we got ourselves the Zephyr badge, the first gym badge out of 8. Alright. With that badge, Pokemon including traded Pokemon up to level 20 will obey you without question. It will also enable you to use a hidden move, Rock Smash, anytime outside of battle. And we also get a TM for our troubles, because Faulkner is just feeling that generous for us. By using a TM, the Pokemon will instantly learn a move. Think before you act, however. A TM can be used only once. TM51 contains Roost. It restores half the max HP. There are Pokemon gyms in cities and towns ahead. Make good use of them. As for your next move, I would suggest Azalea Town. That sounds like a plan. We can actually go ahead and look at our map here. Where is this Azalea Town he mentioned? Let's see. Azalea Town is right down over here. It's a little bit of a walk, but it's definitely the closest one from here. So we'll go ahead and go take care of that. But yeah, just like that, we've actually won our first gym battle. And can I just say here, Faulkner, you might be the worst gym leader ever. Not because I have anything personally against you, but, you know, you call your Pokemon bird Pokemon their flying type, and you also use your dad's Pokemon, not your own. No offense, buddy, but being a gym leader, you gotta step it up. Come on. Anyways, making fun of Faulkner aside, what do you gotta say? Nice battle. Keep it up, and you'll be a champ in no time at all. Alright. Just like that, first gym battle completed. First gym badge obtained, not bad. Hello, Zachary, we discovered something. The details are, well, I can't really say anything, but we want you to carry that egg. My sister's at the Pokemon in Violet City. Could you please go meet him and pick up that egg? Alright then, that's another request from Professor Rome. We just got shot upon us, but you know what? I'm feeling generous, we'll do it. However, before we do this, I want to go visit the Pokemart because my Pokemon did take a little bit of a beating during that battle. You know, we kind of have a dead ghost over here, so we should probably heal up. And oh crap, my 3DS just turned red battery. I thought I charged it before this, but apparently I did not. Okay, hopefully that does not screw me over. If my DS starts blinking red during recording, I'm just gonna have to cut the recording there. Or resume later, because that would be a disaster. The hardware limitations, I guess you could say. Battery life. Although, I don't hate battery life, you know, even though battery life is technically like, you know, just a hindrance, it is kind of nice just playing systems with battery power you can take anywhere. I don't know, it feels like nostalgic to me. The good old days, and I'm just an old man at this point. That being said, though, we have two people over here. We have this guy over here. Good day, Zachary, isn't it? I have a package you from your mom. Here you go. As you can see, whenever your mom decides to buy you something, which I don't actually remember her calling me about, even though she's supposed to, so that's kind of weird you're here, you'll be able to pick up your items from the Pokemart right here. We look forward to your next visit. Why, thank you. And then over here we got, long time no see, Zachary. I've been waiting for you. This is from Professor Elm. The thing is, we would like you to take care of an egg. I got nothing better to do, why not? And just like that, we delivered the egg to Professor Elm, and now it's being delivered to us. It's like a storyline. After you let Professor Elm receive the phone call, I have no idea what they were talking about. But after a while, Professor Elm suddenly cried out, I can't think of anyone more suited than Zachary. Then he insisted that I had to hand this egg over to you. That's how I came here to deliver the egg to you. It seems that a Pokemon will hatch from it if you keep it with your party of Pokemon. That's another reason we chose to use Zachary. Please take care of it. And off he goes, as quick as he came. Well, apparently we have ourselves a Pokemon egg now. Let's go ahead and take a look. So here we have ourselves a new mechanic, and something that we're probably only be seeing once during this entire Let's Play, with this very egg. We have ourselves a very first Pokemon egg. And how Pokemon eggs work is that, as you can see right here into the summary, let's see here, the egg watch. It appears to move occasionally. It may be close to hatching. Basically, how Pokemon eggs work is that you want to keep them in your party, and every single egg has a certain number of steps you need to take in the overworld for it to hatch. And by walking around with your egg in the overworld, you'll be able to hatch it much faster. So we're going to be keeping this egg with us. And while I'm here, let's check this out. Oh, we have a new type of Pokeball over here. This here is a Netball, which is a Pokeball that works well on water and bug-type Pokemon. It's a pretty cool Pokeball. I like it. I'm not going to buy it, though. While we're here, let me check the inventory. Have we been using anything like crazy? Oh yeah, right. Ghastly killed like all my Pokeballs, so I should probably go buy a few more just in case. Even though I don't really have any plans to catch anything for the time being, but you never know. Never hurts to be prepared, right? I'll go ahead and get 6 of these. There we are. I'll go ahead and I'll get a potion. Why not? Round it up to 5, you know? I don't know if it's just me or other people are like this, but I hate not having my numbers rounded out. If I need something of 5, I'll buy just one of them just to make it 5. I don't know. It's just me. It's like a personal little thing of mine. And oh, who's this lady over here? Me, oh my. That egg must be. I see. So it was handed from Mr. Pokemon to Professor Elm. Then from Professor Elm to you. Now I get it. The egg is truly an important egg. Please do take good care of it for me. Is that understood? I am counting on you. She spun before me. That must mean it's super important. I will guard this egg with my life. That being said, though, we pretty much explored all of Violet City, so I think it's now about time we head on out. Farewell, Violet City, your lovely tune. I shall miss your beautiful night lights. Let us go on forward, onto the next route of the game. But first, let's grab an apricorn, I guess. This here is an orange one. Never mind, it's a yellow one. Maybe I'm colorblind. It's a blue apricorn. Or a blue? Yulu? I have no idea how I would say that, honestly. On to the next route, Route 32. However, there is something kind of interest that we can go check out over here first. So we're going to go ahead and do this before heading our way over to Azalea Town. Because by going over here, we uncover something known as the Ruins of Alf. It seems like a pretty interesting place. Ruins of Alf. Feel free to explore the ruins and become a fossil professor. The Ruins of Alf here are something that we can explore for the time being. However, we can't explore fully, mostly because there's something over here, being bodies of water. And we can't actually cross bodies of water for the time being, so I just wanted to show up that the Ruins of Alf are actually here. We're not really going to be doing too much with it for the time being. We'll be coming back later for this place, but just letting you know, this place is here, and it's also a pretty cool place to look over. For the time being, though, let's keep on going. Alrighty, selecting to our side. Sorry about that. I just wanted to make sure you guys knew it was there. And actually, wait, there's one more thing I should probably go check out before we head on forward. There's one thing I think I'm forgetting to go check out. 1 second. Because we haven't been, we've explored most of the town at this point, but we haven't actually been over here onto this route over here. So let's go check it out. Because if I remember something about this game, it's been a little bit, but I'm pretty sure there's something very important over here. It is right over, yeah, you, I'm pretty sure. Yo, have you had trouble with a bullet blocking your way? Of course you have. For people like you, there's an HM that will come to your rescue. You really want to talk to this guy because he'll give you HMO 6 Rock Smash, which is something that Faulkner actually mentioned. It contains Mega Faint Rock Smash. You can even use the Smash Bullets once you've earned the Violet City Gym Badge. But beware, hidden moves like this are hard for your Pokemon to forget once they've learned them. You need to think carefully which Pokemon should learn it. And it's time for another tutorial because this is our first ever HM. HMs are kind of like TMs, however there's a big difference, is that HMs do not go away upon using them once. However, as a downside, they're also very hard for Pokemon to forget. You cannot forget them normally, and the only way you can actually forget them is that if you have yourself visit something called the Move Deleter, which we are not going to be able to visit for a little bit. So HMs are kind of annoying for the time being. Only use them if you really need to. And a good idea is that if you want to use HMs and you like don't want to give them to one of your main Pokemon, catching a wild Pokemon that can learn like the HM move and basically having something sort of a HM slave, so to speak, is a pretty handy idea. However, I don't need Rock Smash for the time being, so we're going to ignore that. Okay, now it's finally time for like the third time. Let's actually go into Route 32 now. Here we go. On to Route 32. Let's check the sign out. South to Azalea Town. That's where we're going. We're in the right direction. Wait up, what's the hurry? You have some good Pokemon there. You must be from the training you gave them around Violet City. Your training at the gym must have been especially helpful. As a souvenir of Violet City, take this. Increases the power of grass-type moves. And for free, just randomly get a Miracle Seed from this guy, which is pretty cool. You could even say it's a miracle in its own right. So the Miracle Seed, he already like talked a little bit about it, and he pretty much explained it pretty well. The Miracle Seed is an item to give to your Pokemon to hold, and it will increase the power of grass-type moves. So if you have Chikorita on your team or a grass-type, this is going to be a very handy item. However, we obviously don't have a grass-type, so it's kind of useless to us, but still a handy item nonetheless. And, oh my god, I can't believe I'm saying this, but we actually have to go back. I just remembered, I forgot to go buy an item that we can get now. That is going to be super useful going through this route. I knew I stopped by the Pokemon Mart for a reason. I just completely blanked out what I wanted to get. I wanted to get this magical item over here. Repels. We can finally buy them. Repels are items that make it so you can no longer run into wild Pokemon as long as you have them active. And as well as the higher, the Pokemon in the front of your party is a higher level than the wild Pokemon. Very, very handy item. This is the item I was talking about before that makes you don't have to run into wild Pokemon all the time, and we can finally buy them after being in the first gym. And you bet your sweet pippies I'm going to be using them, because I don't feel like running into wild Pokemon every 5 seconds. So let me give you a demonstration. Bang! Repel! Spray it! There you go. We're safe for 100 steps from wild Pokemon. And there are better repels that actually block out more steps than just 100, but for the time being, this is the best we can get. So, you know, we're going to work with it. But I can't complain. You know, it's so nice to finally have repels. I haven't seen you around before, so you think you're pretty tough? I do think I'm pretty tough. I just beat the first gym leader. I am feeling amazing. Bring it on. Versus youngster Albert. And his Rattata. Maybe he's friends with Joey. And only level 6? Wow, okay, oh, sorry, Rattata. I know I've only had 2 Pokemon, so my Pokemon are going to be kind of strong compared to, like, the people we're going to be fighting, but level 6 only? Are you... Actually, it lived. I take it back. This is the strongest Rattata of all time. Joey, you may have some competition. Go for Scratch over here. And there we go, we're kind of taken care of. Now, I'm starting to think that after this episode, I'm going to start maybe cutting out not required battles, because at this point, I think we got a good gist of how, like, battling and everything works, so I think it'd be better for everyone's time and just, you know, general progression if I just decide to start cutting off random battles. Like, not required battles, not random battles, not required battles is what I meant to say. And, oh no, not Supersonic. The only time I want to hear someone saying Supersonic is when Zeke says it, but oh well. Supersonic here is a confusion-inflicting move, and we haven't seen Confusion yet, so I guess it's the perfect time to talk about it. Confusion is a... Basically, it's a 50-50 if you get to attack your opponents, and half the time you'll hit yourself, and the other half the time your move will get through and hit the opponent. And if you end up hitting yourself, how it works is that you hit yourself, if I remember correctly, you hit yourself with a typeless power 50 move. That's how Confusion works, so it's interesting. That's the very basic about Confusion. Just let it be known, it's very annoying, and that Pokemon Zubat is notorious for confusing your Pokemon Supersonic. And over here we have ourselves a Pokeball. I want to check this out. And look at that, I got my Repel back I just used. Awesome, alright. And so the Repel going on, I can just run right through here. Hooray, look at these shortcuts. Now over here on this part of it, we actually have ourselves a little bit of a diversion here. We can go either down this way or we can go over this way. If you go this way, you'll be finding yourself a lot of Fisher Trainers, which if you have a Pokemon that's super effective against water, it is a pretty good idea to go this way, because you can actually train your Pokemon. And I'm going to be going this way for the time being. And there goes my Repel. Well, time to use another one, because unfortunately, this is not Generation 5, where it just automatically asks if you want to reply one. You have to do it manually yourself in this game. So, a little unfortunate, but not the end of the world. I'm going to dodge you as well. And over here, we have ourselves another Pokeball. It's a Great Ball. That's, well, pretty great. Great Ball here. First time we're seeing one of these. A Great Ball is essentially a better Pokeball. It has a higher chance of catching Pokemon than the regular Pokeball. However, I don't know what it is, but whenever I have been recording, the Great Ball has worked out fantastic for me. But whenever I'm not recording, like in all my previous adventures, I have never had a Great Ball do that great for me. It's always been like, it never catches anything for me. I don't know what it is. So personally, I have like some sort of like personal grudge against the Great Ball, but it's actually a pretty good Pokeball. And over here, another thing! Wow, we're just finding stuff all over the place. This is TM09 Bullet Seed. This here is a multi-hitting move like we saw with Fury Attack, however, it is a grass-type move. It will hit 2 to 5 times at random when you use it. And the downside is that it's actually a pretty weak move, as you can see. It's only 10 power per hit, but if you hit all 5 times, it can actually do some decent damage. So it's an interesting move. But of course, I have no grass-type, so we can't really teach it to a Pokemon, or else I'd show it off. And you know what? I'm Befot zoning a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and fight this guy. Ghastly! Toto has been taking most of the spotlight this episode. Go ahead, Ghastly. Show him who's boss. Fight me! I found some good Pokemon in the grass. I think they'll do it for me. Alrighty. And oh my god, he wasn't lying. He's an amazing Pokemon he found was a freaking Wooper, the happiest Pokemon of all time. I love this Pokemon. Wooper is adorable. Just look at his cute little eyes. Look at the fact he has no hands and he's so freaking happy. It's adorable. I just love Wooper. I think everyone loves Wooper. It's impossible to hate Wooper. If you don't like Wooper, leave my channel. Jokes aside, though, I really do love Wooper. It's a fantastic Pokemon. It's a very cute Pokemon. I love its evolution, too. Quagsire is also hilarious. I love both of them. And at one point, I was actually considering using a Wooper / Quagsire on my team. However, then Totodile kind of won the poll for my starter Pokemon, and that idea went out the window because, you know, I don't want to have multiple water types because I like to have like a bunch of different type of Pokemon for my main team. So that kind of fell through the floor, so to speak. But you know, a little bit of trivia there for you. There's a lot of cool water types in this game, and I was like stuck for a while which one I wanted to use. But then Totodile won, so I didn't have to worry about it anymore. So that kind of worked out. And this Swooper is actually starting to hurt. Ghastly, you okay there, buddy? You gonna be fine? Okay, he went for Mudsport, that's good. Mudsport's one of those moves that's kind of... Mudsport's one of those moves that's probably like one of the most useless moves of all time. Basically, what it does is that makes like ground-type moves, and then not ground-type, electric-type moves do less damage overall. Which is not a very useful thing, especially on Wooper, since Wooper's actually part ground-type, so it doesn't actually have to worry about, you know, electric moves, but oh well. Goes for Paralyze, and that should do it. And there you go. I almost lost to this Wooper. I wasn't kidding though. Wooper's a fantastic Pokemon. You just got to see it. A ton of XP for a shovel, not bad. Shucks, I thought I could win. Part of me was rooting for you because you had the Wooper, but oh well. And look what we found down here already. Not bad. When you go through most of the route like this, you go by them pretty quick. How would you like to have this tasty, nutritious Slowpoke tail? For you right now, just $1,000,000 Pokedollars. You want this? Yes. I thought kids these days were loaded. Buddy, you know, I'm not even gonna bother. I'm not gonna even bother correcting him about that. Like, $1,000,000? Are you kidding me, buddy? How much money do we even have? I'm curious. Let's see. We have, if you look down over, I have $484 Pokedollars. So yeah, buddy, kids are broke these days. I think a little feature I can actually point out, though, now we're actually on a trainer card here, coincidentally, is that if you look at the top screen here, you'll see that you can actually see the gym badge you've been collecting, and we can also see the gym leaders of the region. So as you can see, we defeated Faulkner, and we got 7 more to go. Not bad. However, with that being said and mouthful aside, I think now is probably a perfect time for us to end off this episode because we found a Pokemon Center, and we may as well stop here, as it's pretty much a pit stop. So that being said, thank you guys for watching, hope you enjoyed. Next time on Pokemon Soulsilver, we'll be keep on going to Azalea Town, presumably down over here, which looks like there's some sort of cave in our way, so that could be interesting. I guess we'll have to explore it next time. Yeah, with that being said, I'll see you guys then.